For hundreds of years, the samurai were at the heart of Japan, shaping its history and culture in profound ways. These warriors were more than just great fighters. They were the embodiment of a unique philosophy and way of life. They stood for honor, loyalty, and discipline, adhering to a strict code known as Bushido. Their story is full of bravery, epic battles, and a special culture that still shapes Japan today, influencing everything from martial arts to modern ethics. Even though they are no longer warriors, their impact is still felt in many aspects of Japanese life. You can see it in Japanese art, writing, and even everyday life, where the samurai spirit endures. To truly know Japan, you have to understand the samurai, their legacy, and the indelible mark they left on the nation. The samurai didn't just suddenly appear. Their story starts way back in the 700s. Japan was changing and rich landowners needed people to protect them. They hired skilled fighters, and these fighters became the first samurai. Over time, these warriors became more powerful. They served lords and fought in their wars. By the 1100s, Japan was in the feudal period. The samurai were now in charge, and the shogun, their leader, held the real power. Samurai weren't just fighters. They followed a strict code called Bushido, the way of the warrior. This code wasn't just about fighting, it was a way of life. Bushido valued honor above everything. A samurai had to be brave in battle, loyal to his master, and ready to die for what he believed in. This code also taught discipline, self-control, and a deep respect for Japanese culture and traditions. The samurai were masters of war, skilled with weapons and without. They trained from a young age to use all sorts of weapons. Their most famous weapon was the katana, a curved sword known for its strength and sharpness. They also used bows and arrows, spears, and even fought on horseback. Samurai battles weren't just about individual skill. They used complex strategies, formations, and leadership to win. The samurai weren't just important in war. They played a big part in all of Japanese society. As the ruling class, they were powerful and influential, shaping the country's politics and social structure. Their values, especially those of Bushido, spread throughout Japanese culture. Loyalty, honor, and discipline became important for everyone, not just warriors. The samurai also supported the arts, influencing writing, poetry, and theater. The 1800s brought big changes to Japan. The Meiji Restoration in 1868 marked the end of the feudal system and the start of modernization. The samurai, once so powerful, began to decline. They were no longer needed as warriors. Many lost their traditional jobs and status. The time of swords had given way to the time of industry and Western ideas. Even though the samurai don't exist as they once did, their impact is still felt in Japanese culture. The echoes of their legacy can be seen in the way people conduct themselves in everyday life. The values they stood for, honor, loyalty, discipline, and self-sacrifice, are still important to Japanese people. These principles are deeply ingrained in the social fabric and continue to guide behavior and decision-making. You can see these values in many parts of Japanese society today. From the classroom to the workplace and even in community gatherings, the influence of the samurai ethos is unmistakable. From working hard at your job to showing respect in personal relationships, the samurai spirit lives on. It manifests in the dedication to one's duties and the respect shown to others in both professional and personal settings. It reminds us of a time when honor was everything, and the warrior's way was a way of life. This enduring legacy continues to inspire and shape the modern world, reminding us of the timeless values that transcend generations. The samurai may be gone, but their story teaches us important lessons. These warriors from ancient Japan were not just fighters, they were philosophers and poets, embodying a unique blend of martial prowess and intellectual depth. They remind us to be brave, honest, and disciplined. Their code of Bushido, or the way of the warrior, emphasized virtues like loyalty, honor, and respect. Even though the world has changed, the values they fought for are still important. In our fast-paced modern lives, these timeless principles can guide us to live more meaningful and balanced lives. As we face challenges today, their story inspires us. The discipline and focus they practiced can help us navigate our own struggles and uncertainties. It reminds us that true strength isn't just about being physically strong, but also about having strong character and sticking to our values. The samurai's inner strength was as formidable as their combat skills. The samurai were warriors, but their story teaches us about life itself. Their legacy is a testament to the enduring power of integrity, courage, and wisdom.